Yep, scan complete. We got no fucking spoilers in this video.
Hello, my name's Pat. How are you doing? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. It's been a little bit. I apologize for that. That rumbled. So, The Last of Us 2 has been one of the most anticipated games of the year, of the arguably the generation, the console generation. And with that it being due to release on May 29th, it was indefinitely postponed due to COVID-19 and the outbreak. Now, over the past day or two, the plot's been leaked. Nearly the entire thing, like an outline of the plot was leaked, which I haven't seen, but I've seen videos and images that have been leaked. And now this is truly abnormal, because again, it was one of the biggest games of the year. The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, and Cyberpunk were the three big games coming out this year. The three things that people were excited about, and we're at a point where we know what happens in one of them, and it's the one that we don't have a release date for. Cyberpunk is still coming out in September. Ghost of Tsushima, I got it that time. It was set to come out in June, and Cyberpunk still was coming out in July. So, no, not July. It's coming out in September. Why do I really want something? Is something might be something released in July that I keep thinking of. Do you like the glare in my glasses? Is that count as ASMR? This leak, it's paramount. It's never happened in the gaming industry before, and it's kind of shocking. The closest thing I can think of would maybe be the Arkham Knight leak, where if you haven't played Arkham Knight, spoilers if you want to play it. The identity of the Arkham Knight was leaked before the game. We all knew it was Jason Todd. Whether you worked it out in your head or not, beforehand, it was a common theory, but still, it was leaked, and that's how it was confirmed. But this is the plot of a game that we don't have a release date for, and it kind of leaves Naughty Dog and Sony in a really weird situation where they can, either way, their sales are going to be affected, because people who have read it are going to form their opinions of the game, whether they like the way the story goes or not, or they just might look at it, love the story, but be like, what, I don't want to play this because I know what happens. It'll be a waste of my time. So it's kind of the one thing, because it's all leaked, it's rumored to be from an ex-employee who is upset about being mistreated due to the Naughty Dog crunch. So Sony's going to sue the shit out of him, that person. They're getting sued the hell out of. That's guaranteed. They're not going to have a career in the industry anymore either. They're just not. I'll be very surprised if we find out who it is, and then they go and work for Microsoft or something. Like, that would be weird. But they're kind of in a position now where they can, because they delayed the game to preserve the experience. They wanted the worldwide release so everyone could experience the game at once and kind of go through that journey together on release. But with it being spoiled, we don't know when the game's going to come out. They might decide to bring it out in May like they were originally going to. They may decide to chuck it all and put it online tomorrow, just because it's out there. They're two options that they have, but either way, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird that that's the situation we're in. We've got a game that we don't have a release date for, that may not have been planned to come out until November, until next year, for all we know. That just, we know what happens if you read the spoilers. Like I said, like at the beginning of this video, no spoilers here, but if you read them, you know what happens. And it kind of, there are going to be those people who don't buy it because of that, and it's going to impact sales and all this other stuff. The money they put into marketing and all this other. There's a long list of problems that, if this is an employee, for example, like, he's caused so many problems for his peers. If it's, a dev kit, someone got a hold of, stuff like that. There are a couple of rumors. But Sony only have a couple options. They either continue as planned and don't reference it, which will be strange and odd, considering we all know they can either go back to the May 29th release, but even then, it's a month away. More people are going to find it, and more people are going to know what it is, because more people are going to get both impatient or have it spoiled for them on things like Twitter and YouTube. Then the third option is to release it now, like in the coming days or two. But then the game's not finished, I guess. Isn't that? If the game's finished, then yeah, they could release it, but it's going to impact sales because of physical releases, things like that. Like, what, they're going to release it digitally and then release it physically a couple of weeks later? It's a weird situation. No one really knows what's going to happen. Like I said, it's never happened before, so it'll be interesting to see what's what when it comes to this whole thing. Be really interesting.